Hey guys, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here doing an 8-4 Innistrad draft. I hope everyone had fun at their respective Dark Ascension pre-release location. I did very well. I was very happy with my performance this weekend. I got second out of 26 on Saturday, and I got first out of about 16 on Sunday. So I already looted some Dark Ascension, and it was a lot of fun. It's a fun set, and I'm excited to draft it instead of just do sealed with it. Okay, so we have a sick pack. We have a Scabrunator, who I think I am going to pick over the Brimstone Volley, which is, I think, pretty easily the second pick. And then there's also Unburial Rites in this pack, which is also very good. So Brimstone, Unburial Rites, Scabrunator. Brimstone Volley actually leaves you the most open, since this is one of the most, versatile and easy cards to splash, but I'm totally willing to pick a Scabrunator and do some like sweet self-mill. I'm excited to do that, actually. I think Scabrunator is awesome. Well, yeah, let the self-mill begin, right? Look at this. None, huh? Okay. Well, let me think about this. Red-blue is definitely self-mill. So if I pick up this Burning Vengeance now over like Scab Goliath, which I don't feel comfortable running Scab Goliath and Scabrunator in the same deck. That does not sound appealing to me. So really the picks are something like Typhoid Rats, which is a creature that can save you early and feeds your Ruinators and other stitched guys, or the Burning Vengeance and just try and go for red-blue, mill yourself. I mean, this pack is really light other than that. Isolated Chapel, I guess, would let me fix for later picks or something. But I think I'm fine doing red-blue with Scabrunator. But I guess this one's less creatures. I think I'm actually going to pick up the Isolated Chapel. Not only is it worth a tick, but it's going to let me fix for colors more later. Okay, here, think that it's pretty easily just the Drainage Assistant. Not only is it a creature to feed your Scabrunator, but it also fills your graveyard, so you can feed your Scabrunator. So I believe Drainage Assistant is perfectly fine here. Mona the Unhallowed is very strong as well, but I'm fine with picking up a Drainage Assistant. There were actually some decent picks in that pack. The Blazing Torch would be good too, but I think people pretty highly pick Drainage Assistant now, just because there's so many strategies with it. Multiple Runechanter's Pikes going around, huh? That's unexpected. Let's see here. Do I get the guy that locks down the ground? Do I get the, semi-removal spell? Nothing else is really strong enough to pick here. Pilgrim's actually pretty good, but how realistic is it that I'm going to be doing green-blue? Not extremely. And stuff in green doesn't necessarily work very well with cards like Scabrunator, like Boneyard Worm and stuff. I'm thinking about that. They just don't work well with Scabrunator. What can I pick here? I think we're just going to stick with blue a little bit longer, and I'm just going to pick up this Sensory Deprivation, get a little tiny piece of removal while I can help set myself up. Oh wow, okay. So what is the pick now? Dream Twist for myself. I never like doing that. Fifth pick Travel Prep is pretty unusual. I think I'm just fine with picking up a Think Twice, though. I don't have a problem with that. Stick with blue until we get the colors that we want, and if we don't, then think of a different plan. Okay, so I mean, look, it appears that green is pretty well open. So, do I want to do a green-blue deck with Scabrunator? Huh. I mean, having the Isolated Chapel, does that make me more inclined to do like white, and then I could splash for black, or black I could splash for white? So I have this nice little mana fixer. Green's not going to be associated with that, but it appears to be open. Suppose I'll pick up a Hollow Hinge Scavenger. I think that was the strongest pick in the pack there. And now, what do we have? Not much. Heartless Summoning, which is not very good, especially based on what we already have. Land Destruction, couple not very interesting other picks. Suppose I can pick up a Naturalize. I'd rather do blue-black, honestly, than blue-green, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of black. I suppose I could pick up an Ironsmith. I'd almost rather do blue-red or blue-black than blue-green, just because, I mean, I don't know, at least get the removal of red or something. Like, I could have picked up a Naturalize there over Ironsmith, but that didn't look very good. I could get another Think Twice here. Pitchburn Devils is actually pretty good. I think I'd rather just start pushing for like blue-red than blue-green, which makes me wish I'd picked up that Burning Vengeance, but I don't know if Burning Vengeance and like Scab-Ruinator work that well together either, because one's reliant on one wants you to play a lot of flashback spells and one wants you to play a lot of creatures, so they're a little bit counter to each other. I really wish I had picked up that Burning Vengeance though, just because I've seen multiple flashback spells that I would have, in retrospect, gladly picked up. What now? Gnaw to the Bone, Ambush Viper, Self-Mill. Should I pick up a Gnaw to the Bone? Let's get the creature, I guess. Even though, once again, still iffy on what we're doing here, which is always a situation I never like being in. I suppose we'll pick up a Grave Bramble. Another creature that hopefully I will not have to play. I don't think I'm interested in Feral Ridgewolf. I guess here I can pick up a Gnaw to the Bone. Well, I still have 2 packs to pick up a Spider Spawning, right? Which doesn't work that well with Ruinator anyway. Okay. Corpse Lunge doesn't work well with Ruinator, but I suppose I'll pick it because it's removal. Alright, well, we're not as focused as I would have liked after pack 1 here. Yeah, I guess Wreath of Geist. Or Trepanation Blade. No, I guess I'll pick the Trepanation Blade. If I do get enough Self-Mill, that card could actually do something against us. Alright, well, I suppose I should have picked up that Burning Vengeance. What did I pick over it? Did I pick a Sensory Deprivation? Like a bad removal spell? Is that what I picked over it? Yeah, well, I regret that now. Another Rune Chanter's Pike. Someone's gonna have 1,000 Rune Chanter's Pikes. This is crazy. Alright, well, I already have 1 black pick. Some very solid black picks in here. There's also solid white. First picking an Occultist is not ideal. I'd really like to do blue-black, I think. In which case, the Deadweight looks like it's probably the best pick here. I already have a Corpse Lunge. Just don't have... I'm like way too unfocused right now. Blue-black is something that I think I would like to do. I could at least... I don't feel terrible about splashing for a Deadweight either. I mean, this is a good removal spell. Cultist is fine. Cultist is very good, actually. But... would I do blue, black, green without Spider Spawning? That doesn't seem good. God, I ran out of time fast. I'm taking the Deadweight just because it's a good removal spell. Okay, so here I think we're fine with picking up Armored Scab. Start feeding our Scab-Ruinator. Galvanic Juggernaut's very good too, but I think I kind of want to focus on the Scab-Ruinator in this deck. I really want to make that work the best. So Self-Mill is going to be required for that. Torch is good too, but Scab is just too much what we're trying to do here. Too much of the game plan. So Armored Scab it is. We need more creatures, a lot more creatures to make the Scabrinator work too. God, this is something I hate passing. Alright, I'm going to pick up more black, because there's good black picks in here. I mean, Harvest Pyre would be fine too. Blue-red, but I already have the Deadweight. And I need to start focusing, and blue-black is actually an archetype I like a lot. Abattoir Ghoul is very good. Don't like passing Gavany Township, but there's just no possible way I'm taking it, so I'll do Abattoir Ghoul, who is very good anyway, so that's not a pit I'm going to regret. This pack kind of sucks, though, for us, because don't have the things that we want. Like, am I sticking with red, then? Am I doing, like, Grixis? So I can cut the green, maybe? Or am I playing the green and cutting the red? I mean, I have more green than red, so that might be smarter. Maybe I could do green. If I cut the red, then the best picks for us here are like the Viper, another Viper, a Prey Upon, not the Travel Prep. Okay, so it's really like Prey Upon or Viper. I think the Viper is like a semi-removal and it fills our graveyard, so I think that's probably the best for us. This is going to be a weird deck, like a 3-color thing. Well, alright, well that's actually really good. This is a sweet time buyer. I mean, this is just amazing against aggro. So actually, this actually looks pretty good. Pilgrim would also be very good, but I'm not gonna skip the Mythic on that one. That, like, I'm sure these two are gonna be good. This is gonna like buy me time so I can get this guy online. I can see that being good. Definitely picking the Traveler's Amulet here, since I am still planning on splashing for the black. So Traveler's Amulet it is. I think Mulch is going to be perfectly legitimate here. Yeah, because I still have a chance to pick up a Spider Spawning too, which, although once again not good with Scabrinator, just good in general. So I think I'm getting Mulch here. I'm going to be satisfied with that. Another Hollow Hinge Scavenger, who's good at also good at buying time. So we have a lot of like life gain stuff, which is good, because we do look like we're a wee bit slow. But Hollow Hinge Scavenger is fine as like a finisher too. So do I even have enough to make Runechanter's Pike worth anything? Mulch, think twice. Gnaw, Corpse Lunge. Why is that still here? Ghoul Caller's Chant, not good with this really. Could pick the Gallows Warden because I already have the Isolated Chapel, and it's just the strongest pick in the pack anyway. Yeah, we'll go with the Gallows Warden. Not a very good chance I can make that work, but it's okay. I think I do want more creatures, but Woodland Sleuth's not like amazing in this deck anyway. Just a 4-drop 2/3. Like, the fact that it's human is pretty irrelevant. Dissipate's like an answer. Yeah, I think I value Dissipate. It's a good card. This is ridiculous. A Doom Traveler going that late is almost unheard of. In fact, this card's so annoying to deal with, I'm just going to pick it. Second Corpse Lunge looks pretty bad. Rotting Snake looks pretty bad too, but I think I'd rather get more creatures in case I don't get enough. Because to make Scabrinator work, you need quite a few creatures. We already have that, so I guess I'll take the creature. Yeah, Purebloods it is. Plenty of Purebloods. Okay, so what is the choice now? We open Angel Flight Alabaster, which is a very strong card. We already have, what, a Gallows Warden. That's about it for Spirits. Oh, well, Chapel Guys is good too, but we're not in white, so that's not really going to work. So we're mostly green-blue, and we have some black. doesn't really motivate me to go deeper into that. But how many humans do I have for this cleaver? Just the assistant. Because, I mean, let's hide these. These aren't going to happen, I don't think. First, picking a sensory deprivation as removal is pretty bad, I think. But that said, there's not like a ton we can do in here anyway. I could just pick the angel since I have the chapel, but then I'm going, what, like 4-color? That's pretty sketchy. I guess I do have a traveler's amulet too. Angel is very good. It's a very good finisher. Alright, I'm gonna first pick an angel. I know going 4-color seems ridiculous, but oh my god, Reaper from the Abyss. Well, that's tough. That's really tough. Because that would make me stretch so far to play that. Unfortunately, it's just too greedy. I only have what, like 3 actual playable black cards, and even though I do have the chapel and the amulet, getting triple black in a deck like this, that's just never gonna happen. Really sad too, because I've never played this card, nor have I even gotten a chance to play it before. I've never gotten this opportunity to play it before, and I know that it's just amazing, but I can't do it. So I think I do have to just pick the sick removal here. I have to just take the claustrophobia, which I'm pleased with because this card is awesome. Grotto, I don't think there's a chance we table it, but if we did, that would be amazing too, because this deck needs some help. This deck needs some help. Wow. Just not quite getting what we want here. Instigator Gang is super strong. Don't want to face that either, but we've seen like 1,000 travel preps too, so someone's going to have the nuts, green-white. Haven't seen a single spider spawning, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Boneyard Worm doesn't interact well with the Scaburinator. We don't have a ton of self-mill anyway. I could do the Think Twice. Third Scavenger. Pretty unnecessary, I would say. Guess we're just taking the Think Twice. Alright. Here, pretty clear that we're just taking Scab over the Mulch. Scab's better than Mulch for us because we want... maybe in general. No, actually I don't know. I guess for some decks Mulch should be better. But for this deck I like Scab more because of our Scaburinator. We want to fill our graveyard with more creatures anyway. And he's better at that. So... actually, Disciple would be cool to table. I don't think that's going to happen, but when you're in a deck that's running multiple Armored Scabs and you have Scaburinator, I could see Disciple being very good. How about Tree of Redemption, Disciple? Pretty sick. Yeah, Armored Scab it is. Alright, well, we did get a Disciple. Still think that's the pick. Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton of other stuff for us. Spectral Flight on what? Like an Ambush Viper or something? That doesn't seem great. Make-A-Wish. This isn't a Make-A-Wish deck really either, I don't think. And I don't have really a lot of stuff to make Runic Repetition worthwhile. If I had a Spider spawning, I could probably snap it up, but that's not happening. So instead, we're going to pick a Disciple, which I hope turns out good for us. Here I'm fine with picking another Drained Assistant. More of him is fine. He's good. Got an interesting deck here, people. Very interesting deck here. Another Rotting Fen Snake. I guess I could land it on third turn with the Ranged Assistant, and it can like trade with something on the ground. It's just not very good. It dies to Geist Flame. It's weak. But at the same time, not a ton of other stuff. It's really like Fen Snake or Brain Weevil. And which one do I like more? I suppose I'd rather play Fen Snakes, because these can actually like kill people. These I've seen kill people, which is sad, but usually not very good at killing people. So I guess I'll pick a Fen Snake. Not thrilled about playing Fen Snake, like ever. What, Lumberknot, maybe? I don't see a ton of stuff dying on our side, though. Just like the Vipers, really. Dream Twist myself, I'm never, like, thrilled doing that. Maybe just get another 3-drop creature. black's like our splash. How many humans do we have? I guess we have three, but I guess it's whenever any human dies. Okay. Well, we'll try out the cannibals. I don't think I have a problem with that. Okay, suppose we'll pick up a Lost in the Mist here for sideboard maybe. Walking Corpse I suppose is fine. Memory's Journey. No, we didn't get the Runic Repetition and we didn't get the Spider Spawning, so Memory's Journey's not going to happen. I think I'm fine with getting another Hollow Hinge Scavenger. We have the two ramp cards. Alright, well we did table another Disciple. I think I'm going to take that. Those buy time really well. And this deck needs time with Scabernators. The nice thing is this fills our graveyard for our Scabernator too, so I think I can make this work. This is a really weird deck, but I think I can make this work. It's probably going to be more difficult than I'm thinking it's going to be, but at least we have enough playables, so hopefully I won't have to play these Rotting Fen Snakes, because I really don't like the way they look in this deck. But I guess I'm just not sure yet. Don't need a second Lost in the Mist, so I guess I'll take a Brain Weevil. Looks like nobody's really playing vampires. Even if you were, I don't think Vampiric Fury is very good. Alright, well, yeah, this deck's... I mean, at the very least, even if I just get thwomped round one, I've got some good mythics that I can sell, so this deck was not a complete loss, excuse me. Yeah, I'll build what I can out of this. Okay, so this is what I built. This deck, I don't know what to say about this deck. It looks like it's going to be a little bit greedy. A little bit greedier than I would have liked, but I still think, I mean, there's great cards in it, so that's one nice thing. And there's some weird but interesting synergies in it. For example, if I ever have an Armored Scab and a Disciple and a Hollow Hinge Scavenger in hand, it's kind of cool that I can sack my Scab, gain 4, play this, gain 5, so it's like a 9 life gain thing. I've got the Tree of Redemption, which gains me life. I'm unsure if I should be playing this Gnaw to the Bone. I mean, I do have 16 creatures and a bunch of self-mill, so maybe it is just worth it. Just buying me more time, but... yeah, I mean, once again, this deck is just weird. I have enough creatures to support the Ruinator for sure, but with my self-mill, there's a good chance that I could just get rid of... So, I mean, for my black, if I pile by color here, I'll have you take a look. I've only got 4 black spells and 2 white spells. So my plan is I'm going to do a Plains, a Swamp, and then we've got the Isolated Chapel, and we've got the Traveler's Amulet. So these 4 cards of our land base are pretty much devoted to our black and our white, which isn't super great, but we've got Vipers for early ground troops that are doing too much to us, so that's kind of cool. We've got the Deranged Assistants. I don't know. I mean, I think this deck looks alright. It's a little bit risky, definitely. I'll admit to that. But I guess the question is, would I rather play Gnaw to the Bone or Dissipate? And I think Gnaw to the Bone is actually going to be better for us. Even though it doesn't have great interaction with Ruinator, I think it's going to take a little while to get Ruinator online. I mean, we either have to have it in our hand or have to have it in our graveyard and mill a bunch of creatures away, so... or sack a bunch of creatures away. So this deck looks interesting. I hope I do well. Hope I don't embarrass myself with this. But yeah, we'll give this a try. We'll see what we can do.